Okay, we're continuing with the selection tools and the magnetic lasso tool and the daisy file, which you have already downloaded to your desktop. So now we're going to open the daisy file, open. You're going to find that daisy JPEG, which you've downloaded to your desktop. Okay, so here it is. And we are going to now find the magnetic lasso tool, which is hidden probably under your lasso tool. So just depress that little triangle, which means there are additional tools underneath that till you find the magnetic lasso tool. Okay, now that you have it, you can start anywhere on this file and create a selection by dragging that tool around the object. Now, this works because it's such a high contrast object on a different color background. It wouldn't work on all files, especially if you have texture in the background, but because this is such a sharp image, which has very contrasting colors, it's a good tool to use. Okay, so I'm going to start down here at the base of the flower, and I'm just going to start dragging around the flower. And you can see it's creating a selection quite easily. So you just drag it around the flower. You can insert a manual point if you need to, but I haven't needed to actually ever when I've done this file. So you just drag it and it adheres to the image because the contrast is so great between those two colors, the red and the blue. So you just drag it around. And even if you go, if you create a little extra oomph in your selection, it kind of corrects itself. So, but if it doesn't, there's a little trick that we can use to help that at the end of your selection when you create your selection. So just do your best. And I'm going to go all the way down here, go around. And then what you have to do is find that beginning and close the collection, close the selection. So to create the marching ants. Now, I missed a little bit down below, so I'm going to zoom in on that. And I'm going to add to my selection. So you go up to the tool options bar and you click on add to selection and you just click inside that selection and then drag. I'm going to make a point here because it's not doing it, and then close my selection up there, and there I've closed the selection. So I've added to my selection and I close the selection, and now we have the marching ants. And now you want to go up to select, save selection. And what you do is you call that flower. Okay, it's a new channel. So all we're going to do is say, okay. Now you can see next to my layer panel, there is a tab called channels. You click on that and you can see your flower. Okay, now what we're going to do is go up to select again and select inverse. So those marching ants are going to select the inverse of that selection. And what we're going to do is save the selection again, select, save selection. And we're going to call this flower 2. Say okay. And now you've got two selections in your channel. And let's see, we can deselect this. And then we can go back to the channels, turn it on, and there's the mask. And when we go to our actual file, you'll be able to see that selection. So there it is. And then the second one is has the red mask on top of the actual flower. So we masked out that part. So you have your two masks, and all you have to do now is save as, and it'll save over, save on your computer. And we want to click this alpha channels. Okay, save, and you're good. And then turn your work in. Thank you.